Hey, welcome into Around the ICC European Edition with me, Kevin Egan, and here's what's on tap this week. I've got my power rankings for the best title races in Europe. My ICC 11 is a superstar team of epic free transfers, and I'll tell you who's going to win the Premier League and why. But first, let's start with a European roundup. Starting in England, where the blockbuster match of the weekend was a clash of old rivals, Arsenal and Manchester United. And guess what? It ended in the same score as United versus City, United versus Liverpool, and United versus Chelsea. Yes, 0-0. Man City edged past a stubborn Sheffield United thanks to Gabby Jesus. Pep's boys now have 12 straight wins in all competitions and are on top of the league. They might just be that hard to stop. But the champions Liverpool look hungry again, and Mo Salah was irresistible as the Reds dismantled a good West Ham team. So how about Thomas Tuchel then? Well, the German picked up his first win as Chelsea boss with defenders Cesar Azpilicueta and a reborn Marcos Alonso doing the scoring. Man, the title race is phenomenal over in Italy. I make it a 5-team race, and all 5 won over the weekend. Ibra missed from the spot, but Pioli's men held on at Bologna. Second place Inter continued to score for fun with Lula, Lukaku and Lautaro both on target against Benevento. Juve, Roma, Napoli all won. And here's the story. If Juve and Napoli win their games in hand, there's only going to be 6 points between 1 and 5 in Italy. Is Juve's dominance about to be over? You tell me. In Spain, the big loser was Real Madrid. Los Blancos were hosting Levante, and within 10 minutes, they were down to 10 men as Militao was given his marching orders. They led though, but ultimately lost 2-1, leaving the opportunity for Atleti to strengthen their lead at the summit. And Atleti did exactly that, with the Pichichi leader, Luis Suarez, bagging a brace. Atletico have lost just once in 19 matches. They have a 10-point lead with a match in hand, looking likely to win their first title since 2014. Unless the magic man Leo Messi can continue to carry Barca to a comeback. Messi was put through the media mill over the weekend, but then responded with a perler of a free kick. Golazo! Now Antoine Griezmann then adds a winner, and Barca may just be hanging on in this title race. Bundesliga, I had great hope for you, but when Bayern slipped up, the chasing pack just couldn't seem to capitalise this season, and now the European champions are motoring. 4-1 winners over Hoffenheim. Now, we did see wins for RB Leipzig, for Wolfsburg, for Eintracht Frankfurt and for Borussia Dortmund, so the battle for Champions League places is heating up. But I'm crowning Bayern champions already, guys. Make that 9 straight over in Germany. Finally, let's jump to France, where things didn't exactly go to plan for Mauricio Pochettino over the weekend. PSG falling 3-2 to Minnows Lorient. Go check out the stoppage time winner for Lorient. It's maybe the worst defending I've ever seen from the Parisians. It's just shocking. Lille and Lyon both won, so it's quite a title race over in France now too, with PSG in 3rd place. This is without a doubt the most compact Premier League title race in a long time, maybe ever. But enjoy it for what it is now, because my prediction is it's not going to last for long. Let's start ruling teams out right now, shall we? Let's start with Chelsea. The damage was done under Frank, so a top 4 finish is all they can dream of. Leicester, beaten by Leeds over the weekend. There's not enough miracle in this side, really, is there? So it's not going to happen. Tottenham, no Harry Kane, no party. Not trusting this squad. Or Manchester United, and I recommend you don't trust them too. Relying too much on Bruno Fernandes. Centre back is still a problem, and I don't think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer knows what his best team is. Liverpool, you've dug one hell of a hole, and your lack of squad replenishment has cost you. I can't see you catching up, meaning I have Manchester City winning the Premier League, and I actually think they're going to run away with it. They've won 12 straight in all competitions, their defence is as solid as it's ever been, and they're quietly getting a player of the season showing in Ilkay Gundogan. A quality side with the top manager. I think this is City's title. What do you guys think? This week's ICC Power Rankings looks at the top 5 leagues in Europe for the best title race. Right, so in at number 5, the worst of the bunch for me is absolutely the Bundesliga. Bayern with a 7-point lead. Every time they leave an opportunity for the chasing pack, they just can't seem to take it. Their dominance will continue, 9 straight on the way. At 4 for me is La Liga. Atletico Madrid. It's a fascinating race for sure, but Atleti now have a 10-point lead with a game in hand. They've only lost 1 in 19 matches, so I think Diego Simeone's men take it. At 3 is Ligue 1, which is actually really interesting this year. Paris Saint-Germain find themselves in third place after a weekend loss to Lorient. Lille lead by 3 points and Lyon sit in second. Good race in France. At 2 is the Premier League. City have a 3-point lead with the game in hand. They've now won 12 straight in all competitions, but it's still a much more compact and interesting Premier League season, and certainly when it comes to the title race. And in at number 1 for me is absolutely Serie A so far. Juve's dominance in a perilous position. I have this as a 5-team title race. AC Milan lead the way right now with Zlatan scoring for fun. Can that continue? What do you guys think? This week's ICC 11 is free transfers, the best since the turn of the century, and I've combined them all into a beautiful concoction of a starting 11. Here we go. In goal, I'm going Brad Friedel, guys. Liverpool to Blackburn. 9 years there. He had 310 consecutive Premier League games as well across 3 clubs. Absolute legend, the US former international. Cafu is my right back. Roma to Milan. He won a league and Champions League over with the Rossoneri. At the back, I've got Joel Matip. From Schalke to Liverpool. Wins a Champions League, wins a league. First time in 30 years for the Reds. Such an underrated player, the Cameroonian. Sol Campbell, former Arsenal and Tottenham, made that move across North London from Spurs to the Gunners to win 2 Premier League titles under Arsene Wenger. Dani Alves, I know he's on the right side, I'm switching him to the left just for the purposes of this team. Barca to Juve for free. He was absolutely brilliant in that team as well. Dani Alves, a top class, maybe one of the best of all time. Andrea Pirlo, Milan to Juve in a free transfer in 2011. 4 straight titles. Champions League final. Unbelievable player. Can't believe they let him go for free. Paul Pogba in this midfield as well. Man United to Juve. Bought back for over $100 million. Michael Ballack, 3 straight Bundesliga Player of the Year awards. Then joins Chelsea on a free where he won 2 Premier League titles. Up front we go. Zlatan Ibrahimovic to United, to LA Galaxy, to AC Milan. 3 straight free transfers for Zlatan, and he's proved a major success everywhere he's gone. Leading the line centrally for me is Luis Suarez, Atletico Madrid. He has been astonishing. 14 goals in La Liga this season, leaving for rival Atletico Madrid that look set to win La Liga. And then, of course, rounding out my team, the greatest free transfer of all time, Robert Lewandowski. Guys, love you, but I gotta go. That's all we have time for this week. As always, check out internationalchampionscup.com for all the greatest European football content and news. For me, Kevin Egan, and our classy team, take care. We'll see you next week.